Hey guys, it's been a long time. Please don't pay much attention to the hair. It's just I got lazy, so it's been a long time, and I want to talk about something really serious here. Originally, this was supposed to be having a crush on your best friend video, but I want to talk about something a little bit more important than that. I've noticed a lot lately on Tumblr that every time you see a picture of someone who is just a tad bit overweight or just a bit chunky, there's always there's good comments like she looks fabulous, she's beautiful, yada yada, and then there's that one asshole that's like, oh, look at her, healthy, oh no skin and bones, ew, skinny girls, gross. Like, I know we're trying to prevent the whole if you're fat, you're ugly, but you're no worse than the people that tell girls that they're not skinny, they're not beautiful. So you're just as worse as those assholes. I mean, how do you guys think the skinny girls feel then? I mean, fucking, they gotta feel terrible now that they gotta be ashamed of having thin gaps and a small belly and collarbones? Look, I got collarbones. You can't see them very well, but I have them right here, see? And I'm not skinny at all. I'm not that skinny. And I agree with something. Even if you're skinny, there's not going to be a guarantee that you're going to have thin gaps or a gap between your legs. I have seen many pictures of skinny girls that have no gap between their legs. It's just not because you're skinny, it's not because you're fat, it's just the way you're, like, the way you were born, or the way you were made. It's just not the, like, the whole, if I lose weight, I'm gonna get thinner gap. It's not like that at all. But I want to talk about something. Just because, you know, girls are insecure, I was insecure, I was anorexic. But do you think it's any better telling a skinny girl that she's disgusting? No! You're seeing them, like, when you make comments like that, like the whole, oh, you're beautiful, fuck those skinny girls, they're gross, ew. What you're, what you think you're saying, I'm a smart, intelligent human being who is telling this person that she is beautiful by making her, by, like, putting others down, that way she'll feel better about herself. What I hear, you're a fucking asshole and you need to be punched. Like, hey, I'm a fucking asshole. Punch me right now. No problem. Because you're an asshole. Really bad if you tell something like that. It does not make you smarter. It does not make you any better than those assholes who tell people that tell women or guys that they need to lose weight to be attractive. It's just bodies work in different ways. Mind blown? Yes, they do. Some, I forgot the fucking word, but like intake. Like some people don't intake as much as not intake, but like our bodies work differently. When we intake a lot of food, sometimes it doesn't do any effect, but sometimes it does, depending on the person. And yes, even women have this where they don't gain as much weight as others. It's not just for men either, but it's very rarely, but women have this as well. So before you, it's no better to make fun of skinny girls, and no better to tell them how gross and disgusting and deformed they look for being skinny. Like seriously, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's just like, okay, if you see a little bit of bone, that's not their fault. And before, my dad said this a lot, a couple months ago, and it fucking disgusted me what he said. Now, I was looking at posts on Instagram because I just like to mess around on there. So I don't have an account for my parents do, I just like to see what my family's doing. And there's this like the site she follows, like the hottest people of the month. And there's this girl, right, and she's wearing a bra and panties, and she's right. And her bones are sort of sticking out like a bit, but not because she's like starving herself. It's not that. It's just real simple, like you go like that, you know, everything just pops out a bit. But when you're flour, I guess it pops out. You like when you're selling flour, it pops out more. But anyway, my dad, there's a comment. I forgot how it goes. But this guy was bitching about something about this girl, like something. And then this girl had the gall to say this. She said, "Oh, I'm sorry. I guess a lot of people like anorexic girls." That's not something to like fucking joke about. That's not something to fucking joke about. Okay? People suffered through that. I suffered through that. That's not fucking funny at all. If you literally literally make a joke about anorexic people and how anorexics are disgusting, well, fuck you, because that ain't funny. And my dad said, well, if girls are really skinny like that, then of course they're anorexic. And I asked him, Dad, do you think that's not fucking right, but like in my mind I said that, but Dad, do you think that's right? Can you believe what that person said? Because they were right there, and I have to tell someone about this. And they're like, I agree with them. And I mean, if a girl's fat, all she thinks about is food. And if the girl's in the middle, they're normal. It's like, Dad? Oh no. And then I asked my mom, and she said, well, no, of course, it's not true. And it's like, thank you. You put some faith into this family of mine. You put my faith in this family. And it's just like, some people literally think like that. Like, if a girl's fat or overweight, all she constantly thinks about is food. And if a girl's skinny or a little underweight, they're anorexic, which is total utter bullshit. That's not true. If a girl's a little underweight, it's not because of that. May I remind you, not all anorexics are underweight. That's if you go through, like, if you're deep into anorexic. There's many stages of anorexic. I was near the second or third step. Meaning I was suffering really bad, but not starving myself completely where I would lose that much weight where you see my bones and stuff, but to the point where I would literally starve myself still. There's many stages. Just like with any other mental disease or any other diseases, there's always stages between anorexia. There's always going to be a stage in an illness. Doesn't matter if mental or physically. In which case, anorexic was both. And there was a post a very long time ago about a girl who was really skinny and couldn't gain weight because that's just her metabolism. She just couldn't gain as much as others, and she had to go on a special diet. And many people, and this will open my eyes a bit, that many people would still call her anorexic and think she was starving herself, or thinks that, just like that. And then you think, no matter what, fat, skinny, overweight, whatever, people are still gonna judge you. Just still. Even if you're skinny, people will still judge you. So no one is completely happy with you. You have to be happy with yourself and stop trying to make other people like 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 you know like I don't know how to explain it, but you have to love yourself, dude. And I know it's hard, trust me. Trust me. I know what it is. I couldn't love myself for a very long time, but one day I don't know how it happened, but I think I was done suffering. I think I was done feeling so terrible about myself. I think I was just done with trying to hate myself so much to the point where when I looked in that mirror, when I looked at myself, I would feel so disgusting, so like words cannot describe the feelings I had about myself. And I'm not faking this, and I'm not trying to make you feel bad about yourself. I'm really not. So you're no better than those people who who get on people that are overweight. Mm-mm. And you know what? I'm gonna say it, and everyone should know this. There is also a reverse anorexic. Yes, there is, my friend. Reverse anorexic. You know what that is? Then let me fill you in. You know, like how anorexic. Normally, when you hear anorexic, it's usually, oh, the girl who thinks she's fat when really she's not. Well, there's a reverse to it, where a girl thinks she's too skinny when she's really perfectly fine. Meaning girls are a little insecure of how skinny they are and feel it's kind of gross and disgusting. Which really, no, you're beautiful no matter how much you weigh. You're beautiful. If you have if you have a thin gap between if you have thin thighs and a gap between your legs and a flat stomach, you're beautiful. If you have a big stomach with no gap and big thighs, you're beautiful. And if you're in the middle, sort of, where your where your stomach sticks out a bit, you don't have thin gap, and etc., you're beautiful. But just know this: you are no absolute better for slamming others. We should always appreciate that everyone is beautiful in their own way. We should all just. Why can't we do that? Sorry, I was wondering. I'll answer that a bit, but why can't we all just say everyone is beautiful, regardless of their weight? We're all the same. We're all beautiful, regardless of everything. Thank you so much for watching this video. I just really wanted to get this out of my mind. Bye.